Oh, look at that. First try. Wow. Look at that. And I'm a couple minutes late because I had to get on here. I said I was canceling the live, so probably nobody's even here. Look at this. First time ever, nobody's here. But am I even public? I don't know that I'm public, guys. Am I public? Let's see. I don't know if. Okay, there we go. There's somebody there. Okay, that was the first time I ever came on, and it's because I said that I was canceling everything this weekend. Nobody was here. Wow. Waiting for people to come up. I'm sure Nate will be on here. Just about the big deal that I got today on Facebook Marketplace. You guys are not going to believe what I paid for that, but I'm waiting for a few people to show up. Not expecting, the people that come regularly to Saturday because everybody thinks I canceled because I'm a big dummy that said I was canceling it for sure. But we'll wait and see if anybody comes. Oh, Avery's in the house. Hey, buddy. I'm doing a short live because we made a heck of a score today. You're not going to believe it. So I'm doing a short live to tell you guys about it. Just waiting to see if anybody's going to come. We got 3 people now. But I was in here. This is the first time ever, guys, that I came in here and I was alone for about the first 30 seconds. I couldn't believe it. Usually there's people waiting. But again, that is because I said I was canceling everything this weekend. And as tired as I am, a deal like this, I can't wait until Monday to tell you guys about it. You know what I mean? And posts just don't cut it. Like, I've got to tell you about this. So I had to do a live to tell you guys about it. Wait and see who else comes. Oh, Eddie's in the house. How you doing, buddy? I said I was canceling the lives this weekend, Eddie, and I didn't. Like, I needed a rest this weekend. I said I'm not going to do a video, not going to do a live. I don't usually take a break on a weekend. And then today we made a heck of a score. Like, you're not going to believe what I got that for. And I can't wait to tell you guys about it. So here I am. Now, the unboxing of it and stuff, we're going to do it in a regular video. That way we could take pictures of it, stuff like that. Plus, I've got to get a 9-volt battery for the remote control because I'm going to actually fire it up for you guys. I don't care that it's from 2005. We're going to test it out. But giving it just a couple more minutes, guys, then we're going to get into it. I'm not going to wait for the regular amount of people to come because, like I said, I did say I was canceling. So I'm not expecting a whole bunch of people here tonight because a whole bunch of people probably think we're not here. And I was very last minute with saying that I was going to do it. Didn't share a link. So we're just going to give another minute, guys, and then I'm going to get into it with you guys, okay? But you're not going to believe the deal I got on this. This is 1 of 10 scale. It's from 2005. It's radio controlled by a company called Malibu International Inc. I'll tell you guys a little bit about them. If you look in front of it, that is a 1 of 18 scale Silver Screen Machines General Lee right here. Just to give you an idea of that box. Quite a bit of a difference there. Okay, so you know what, guys? We got 6 people in here. You guys are gracious enough. I've been keeping you guys waiting for 4 minutes, so we're going to get into it. Thank you guys for coming tonight on such short notice. So I'll start from the beginning. So what happened? Actually, I'll check the comments because I do not want to ignore any of you guys. Thank you, Retro. See how tired I am? I called Avery Retro. Thank you, Avery. Oh, yeah, Eddie. It's apparently 1 of 10 scale. 2 Black Labs made it. Luigi made it. How you doing, buddy? Okay, perfect. We got enough of us here. So I've been burnt out from work lately, guys, and I needed a rest this weekend. So if you guys seen, I made an announcement that I wasn't going to do any videos this weekend. I popped out a few good ones before the weekend. That way I could take the weekend off and relax, okay? But you guys know me, I'm like a kid, so I got to tell you the story behind this thing here, okay? So I talk to you guys all the time about hidden ads on Marketplace. And what I mean by hidden ads, they're the ones that if you type in common words, they're not coming up for whatever reason, okay? It's usually because of misspellings. Like I tell you guys to, for example, if you're looking for a Bullet Mustang, we spell it Bullitt like in the movie most times, right? But sometimes switch it up and put it as the correct spelling, Bullet, like how Bullet spelled. Knight Rider, for example, instead of always spelling it Knight, spell it Night. You have to think like the seller could be somebody's widow selling it, a wife that knows nothing about it, right? So you have to think like the seller. So a lot of times if something's misspelled and you're looking for it, it's not going to come up if you type it into Marketplace. It will not come up if you type it in the search, okay? So this was listed for a little bit. I'll tell you guys about it, the condition of it and everything in a minute. This is a 110 scale radio controlled General Lee from 2005. It's by a company called Malibu International Inc. Okay, the logo's on the top. They also did them in 1 of 18 scale, and it's funny because the 1 of 18 scale RC car, guys, if you can see it right there where my finger is, it's identical to the 1 of 18 scale Ertl diecast General Lee, identical, except that it has black plastic windows in it, and it's plastic. But it's totally the Ertl General Lee in plastic and radio control. So they made the 1 of 18 scale radio control, and they also made a 1 of 18 scale General Lee that looks like this. It's plastic. It's not radio controlled. It has, I think, 4 buttons on the trunk hatch, and it just makes sounds. That's all it does. It's plastic. It makes sounds. Same company, okay? So this was on Facebook. They had it originally listed for $150, and it didn't sell, guys. Now, a lot of you guys know the value of these, okay? And if you don't know the value of them, while I'm talking, you can jump on eBay, have a look. They are not cheap, okay? I tell people to look to spend about $250 on one. If you're looking for one of these, it's got the box, everything works, it's good shape. Look to spend about $250 is what I tell people. So they had it listed for $150, which to me, if I would have seen that, sold. Like that's a fucking, sorry about the bad language, that's a no-brainer. Sold, okay? And you guys know how cheap I am and how conservative I am. I don't just buy anything, okay? So for $150, it should have been sold, but it didn't. It was on Facebook Marketplace, and they didn't get any traffic. The reason they didn't get any traffic, guys, is because when I was getting on Marketplace, Glenn was on Marketplace all day yesterday looking for Dukes of Hazzard stuff. He didn't find it. The reason he didn't find it, I didn't find it, you guys didn't find it, is because the title of it. It didn't say General Lee in the title of the ad, anything. It said Dukes of Hazzard. And Hazzard only had 1 Z. It was misspelled, okay? If that was me selling it, I would have put Dukes of Hazzard, General Lee, like as much as I could cram into the title. No fault of the seller. It's a mistake. People make mistakes. But a little mistake like that, if you're not looking for things that are misspelled, mistyped, whatever, it might not come up, okay? I didn't find this. I've got to give the credit to my friend Will. He found it and farmed it out to me. He sent it to me, and the funny thing is, it was so hidden, guys. He sent it to me when I was asleep. I looked at it about 6, 7, 8 hours later. Oh, shit. I guarantee that's sold. I said, I missed that. Clicked on it. It's not sold. Okay. It's a female that's selling it. The ad says $125, guys. 125 Canadian, okay? And it says pick up only. There's a bunch of strict rules. It sounds like it's an old person selling it. So I message her right away. And the first thing I say, guys, is, hi, can I send you an EMT and pick this up this weekend? I'm interested. About 6 hours went by, guys, and I'm not getting a response. And this has happened a lot. So what I'm thinking what's probably happened was this person listed this before they went to bed, and they got hammered overnight with responses, okay? Is that somebody? I hope that's not somebody telling me we're frozen. We better not be frozen. Okay. So anyway, but the thing was, they weren't getting a bunch of responses because that's usually when that happens, you're in queue and you hope you're the first person that's seen it and messaged them, right? Because they're going to go down the list usually in order. But they didn't get messages because their thing wasn't showing up because of one little misspelling, okay? So it sat there unsold for 8 more hours at 125 until I seen it. I messaged her. She gets back to me, like I said, 6 hours later. Oh, hi, I'm sorry. I'm just leaving work. I'm actually selling this for a relative, she says. Let me ask him and I will get back to you. Great. This is going to be an old man that doesn't know what the heck an EMT is. What the fuck's an EMT? I don't want that. That's a scam. Blah, blah, blah. I want cash. Blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking the worst, right? Like it's too good to be true. You know what I mean? I'm saying it's too good to be true. So she says, let me check on it. I'm just leaving work. I'll get back to you in 30 minutes. She's super responsive. I said, okay, thank you. 30 minutes later, she gets back to me and she says, yep, that would be fine. His name is Al. Here's his number. She gave me his number. Just call him or text him to make pickup arrangements. So I did that last night. So they marked it as sold, okay? And I'm just going off a couple pictures on Marketplace that are not the greatest pictures, guys. I'm basically trusting these people. They said it's never been out of the box. So I'm thinking it's mint, right? So we make the trip out there today, me and Will. And it's funny because I videotape part of it, guys, because I made you guys a video going to get it and stuff too. I'm going to put that up. I got some cool footage. But at one point, so I'm talking to him. I'm enjoying the trip. I'm super excited, right? It's a 110 speed limit, right? So I'm driving along. I'm like, right on, look at this. I said, we're sailing along 130 kilometers an hour. I said, and the cops won't even bother us because we're only 20 over. And I'm looking around. I said, there's not a car on the highway, right? I'm looking around. It's usually a crowded highway. There's no cars around us. And I'm driving along like this, right? And all of a sudden I hear, Neil? Yeah? It's only 80 kilometers an hour here, though. 80 kilometers. So I'm doing 50 kilometers an hour over the speed limit, and you're sitting there not telling me. So as soon as I slow it down to 80, all of a sudden a big pack of cars behind us, everybody starts catching up. Like that's how far ahead. 50 over I was doing. And it was just such nice highway. I was in such a good mood. Car runs so good, I didn't even notice it. But yeah, I told my friend, next time you see me stunt driving, please let me know. Because that would have been, I'd have been in jail, guys. That wouldn't have been a ticket. They'd have arrested me. That's criminal. And it wasn't my fault. I didn't mean it. But anyway, we went there today. And it gets better, actually, guys. So we get there. We get to the guy's house right before he's leaving, okay? He gives me the car. Everything looks great from my naked eye. And then he says, can I ask you something? The seller asked me. He says, can I ask you a question? I said, sure. What's up? He goes, do you collect Dukes of Hazzard stuff? I said, Yeah, I collect Dukes of Hazzard stuff. Why do you ask? Well, I'm going through a divorce right now. He said, and I have to sell it all. I said, you have to sell it all. What do you have? Like, I'm thinking he might have a couple, old cars, whatever, right? Maybe an Ertl General Lee he might have. I've got everything. You got everything. Well, what do you mean everything? I got everything. I've got all the die cast. I've got all the toys. I've got everything. And I'm looking down at this, guys, and I'm going to add this right now. I've seen a few of these around, okay? I have never seen one in this good of condition. They've all been played with. The aerials on them are all bent. The box, I've never seen a box this clean, okay? So this guy's standing there telling me this. I believe him because of the way he's kept this since 2005. He says, "Do you mind if I get a hold of you to sell this stuff? Would you be interested?" Yeah, I'm interested. Please do. You got my number. So that poor guy's going through a divorce and he's got to sell off. And that's why I ended up with this. Okay. And he's got everything and he's going to be getting a hold of me. Now, I've heard this before. Remember, the Ghostbusters guy told me that about 2 months ago. And by the way, he did text me, the Ghostbusters dude with the collection. He said, "I'm ready to sell. I'm interested." I told him, "Okay, send me pictures of what you're selling." "Okay, I'll do it this weekend." And that was months ago. So I told Will, who is with me, I take it with a grain of salt because I've had a few of these guys tell me this. "I'm selling off. I'm going to call you." You know what I mean? They never do. But with this guy, I've got a different feeling. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this is... So I'll get into this now. So that's how the deal worked. Let me get caught up on the comments here, guys. First, I'll make sure I'm not missing anything. Anybody new to the chat or anything here tonight, guys? Don't hesitate to say hello. We're a friendly bunch. I know myself, if I'm in a strange place, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't comment, I just watch. But we're a friendly bunch. If anybody abuses anybody in here, they're gone. So you don't have to worry about that. If you're new here and you got a question or you want to ask us something, whatever, you don't have access to this feature. What feature? I'm not doing anything. That's weird. Okay, so anyway, guys, about the car. I'm not going to unbox it tonight. Because like I said, I want to get a 9-volt battery. I want to do a proper for you guys, okay? So this, I did open the box to look at everything though. And there is a slight mishap with the car. Slight, very slight, very, very slight. It's so slight that I'm not even going to message the seller, okay? And it's strange. So I get it home and I'm looking at this, guys. And it's... For the size of it, because these got a lot of shelf wear quick because they're so big. The plastic, I don't know if the video is doing justice, guys. If you could see the sharp edge on that plastic, the box is pristine and it was sealed. Okay, it was still sealed by tape. Okay, you never see it. Usually when people say, "Oh, I've never played with it," you could tell they have the tires. You know what I mean? This has never been played with. You could tell by touching the plastic on the car. You know how you could tell when something's brand new and it's not been screwed with, right? So I'm totally stoked about this, okay? But it gets weird. I'm going to explain to you guys what happened in a second. So I get it home here. I get it home safe, okay? Now, I'm expecting full well for the batteries to be dead, which they are. Now, believe it or not, I'm going to explain something about these in case you guys ever try to get one. See this little button here? Remember that on Glenn's? Because Glenn has this car? Does it 3 times. They all do it. Sorry, guys. I got freaking gas. So that button there, guys, that's the demo button from the store. Okay, it hooks into the bottom of the car. It's a little speaker box. So that button there, when I first picked this car up, Will says to me, because he didn't know any better about it. Most people don't. He says, "You're missing the little button that you press to make it play the horn, the test button." And I said, no, because I had already known from Glenn's. I think what it was is some of these, when they shipped them to the store, they didn't put they put the test button in the box, but they didn't put it in the hole, because there were some stores that were getting driven nuts by people pressing the button. So some of them were in the store without the button. Like the button was in the box, but it wasn't hooked into the car. It wasn't set up for demo. Glenn's was like that, and I had to hook the button up, and mine was like that. So that's 2 out of 2 so far that I had to hook this little button up. So if you guys are ever going for one of these and the little button's not in the hole, don't panic. It's in the box. Okay? Now, there is something crazy I'm going to tell you guys about this car, and Nate, of all people, I think is going to be surprised when he hears this. Okay, so this is big. Hey, guys, you guys see this? I'm holding this. This is pretty big, right? I took some pictures of this today. I'm waiting till daylight to show you guys better photos. That's why I didn't post these particular pictures. I'm going to wait till daylight to get them better. I took them for Nate, actually, because he asked for them a while ago, and I didn't do them. I forgot about them. So I took pictures of this General Lee out of the box beside my ramen racer, my Ramen Toys 1 of 12 scale Tiger Orange. Pretty cool, eh? Something weird occurred. So this is 1 of 10 scale, right, guys? Even says it on the box there, 1 of 10 scale. Like, it's not just, we're not just making it up. It even says it on the box, 1 of 10 scale. So that means 1 of 10 scale is bigger than 1 of 12 scale. So this is bigger than my ramen racer, theoretically, right? My ramen racer. Okay, so this I'll say this. This looks like a lowrider a little bit, but you got to take what you get, right, from 2005. This one looks a little bit like a lowrider. It's a little bit lower than the General should be. The ramen racer not only towers over it for height, but then again, looks like a lowrider, but it's a little bit longer than this. So the 1 of 12 scale Ramen Toys General Lee Tiger Orange is slightly bigger than this 1 of 10 scale. It looks a lot like a Johnny Lightning box too, doesn't it, guys? A lot of people get that confused with Johnny Lightning or even Silver Screen Machines, because look at the box. But Malibu International. And it even says on the back of this box that corny Dukes of Hazzard classic television series celebrates the good old USA. Same exact thing as it says on the back of this one, the Auto World one. So I will say about these guys, if you're going to buy one of these, they don't break speed records, okay? Like, you're buying this for vintage. It's a vintage Dukes item. You're buying it for the nostalgia, obviously for the value. Like, I just bought something I paid $125 for something that's worth this one easily, especially $250 with the box shape, okay? Now, there was a mishap, and I'm going to tell you what the mishap is, and it's so minor, I'm not even messaging the seller. This car is in such good shape, I'm not bitching about nothing, okay? And I'm very lucky because this is something that's I've already rectified it. So I'm puzzled because this was still sealed and with the original tape. And to me, it looked like the original tape. It didn't look tampered with. I could tell when it's fucked with. Didn't look fucked with. Excuse my language, but it didn't look tampered with, okay? So I go in this thing and I pull everything out. the antenna for the pistol grip remote is in the original plastic factory. You turn over the thing, the battery charger in the original plastic from the factory. Like everything's still original plastic wrapped, right? The little speaker box, the test me thing still has the test me on it. Everything is pristine, 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 right? So then I read the instructions. How long do I got to charge this thing? Does it have to be charged at first? And will the battery work? Because it's from 2005, right? Good question. Is the battery going to work? It says it needs to charge the battery pack for 7 hours, but not 8. 7 hours. It literally said that. 7 hours, but not 8. Okay. So I said, okay, I'm going to charge it for 7 hours and not 8. That way I could do a video, show these guys the car tomorrow. There was only one problem, guys. It didn't come with a battery pack. Now, if this was the smaller 1 of 18 scale, that would be a real big deal. You know why? That battery pack that they used was a specific one for that specific General Lee. You can't buy them. Luckily, this one here, it's a standard 9.6 volt nickel cadmium battery pack. You can go on Amazon and buy more efficient ones. And it's a standard shape, the standard rectangular shape with a Tamiya connector. So I've already ordered one, costing me $12 delivered. I'll have it in a couple days. And it will work with this. I've already looked it upside down. So that's the only baffling thing, guys, is everything works because I tested everything on it with Glenn's battery pack. It all works. The battery pack missing. It's so weird because the box looked sealed. I believe the guy that he did not have it out of the box. You know what I mean? I don't think he was trying to burn me with the battery pack. Luckily, it's not a specific battery pack where for a vintage toy you need you know what I mean? I was able to just order one that's the exact same shape. But what happened? Like the box, everything's so nice on this car, guys. If I took it out and showed you guys the antenna on it, you guys would be like, holy shit, like it's not all kinked up, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just baffled about that battery pack, and I know he didn't do it on purpose. But thank God, like I said, guys, that's something that it's already been rectified. Now, it's not a nickel cadmium battery pack I'm getting. I'm getting a 9.6 volt lithium. I think it's the new lithium ion or whatever. But they can replace nickel cadmium. I looked it up. The nickel cadmiums are the ones that I had when I was a kid. You charge them for friggin' hours and they last 20 minutes in my RC car, I remember. Now they're a lot better. But like I said, these are cool for cruising around at the car show, stuff like that. I'm not going to beat on it. Luckily, my work has a big open parking lot that you guys have seen. Well, if you've been around for a while, you guys remember I took my vintage RC cars out. That's where I took them. So we'll probably take this here, but I will not be bashing on this, guys. It's literally never been driven. When I hooked the horn up, the little horn box had never been hooked up. It came with AAA batteries that were included in the little horn box, but they were dead. Thankfully, they didn't leak. They've been in here for 20 years. That's what you always got to worry about battery stuff, guys. Everybody wants to keep everything sealed, but if it's got batteries, you got to be worried about that sometimes. So this is, like I said, guys, the deal of the month. This came off of Facebook Marketplace. It's yet another item I thought I would never own. This is one of those things that I put into my brain. I'll never own it because I'll never get it for a reasonable price. Okay. And it happened. Once again, it happened. So I want you guys to be believers in this stuff. And the more it happens to me, every time I close a deal like this, it motivates me. And it makes me believe more that this stuff is real. Now, you have to be careful because there is a saying, too good to be true, and some stuff is too good to be true. Okay? Definitely. But you got to sift through that nowadays. Like I said, this was a guy that was getting a divorce, just wanted his money back. Like $125, guys. It couldn't have costed much less than that, probably, right? But yeah, they're out there. There's deals like this out there, and you guys by now, if you're watching me, you know that by now. All you have to do is put the work in, and that one trick that I'm always telling you guys about, Will has been doing it, and it paid off. Sorry, guys, because again, I didn't find this. Will found it. I was working morning shift. I closed it. Basically, Will fed me a AAA lead, and I closed it, basically. And I was lucky that the only reason it wasn't sold, if that Hazzard had one more Z, this would have been sold. It wouldn't be sitting here now. There's no way. It's never been driven, guys. I cannot wait. The only reason I'm not unboxing it and stuff like that now is because I want to do it properly for you guys. Yeah. I want you guys to see it in the proper lighting. I want you guys to see it working. You know what I mean? Something like this, you got to do it properly, you know? But I had to come and tell you guys I'm going to cut it off in a couple minutes here. Wow, 17 of us. Wow, I did not expect that many. Everybody hit like for me. 17 people, 11 like. Everybody hit like for me. I did not expect this many people because I canceled my live this weekend because I told you guys I was going to take a break from videos and lives this weekend because I've been feeling it at work lately, getting burnt out a little bit. But there's no way I could get this and wait to talk to you guys about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, you know how I feel with you guys, my viewers? It feels like you're at the other end of a phone and I could call you guys when something like this happens or something. And my call is like doing this, you know what I mean? I couldn't wait to tell you guys about it. Yeah, so we're going to see this thing going. I've already ordered a battery pack as well, but we don't have to wait for that to come in. It's not going to take long, but we don't have to wait for it to come in because I could borrow Glenn's if need be. I need a 9-volt battery for the remote, but I could get that at the dollar store. So in the next couple days, we're going to see this guy in a video. Because I want to take it right out of the box, too, and show you guys right out of the box, show you right around it. And like I said, when we went to get the car today, I made video out of going to get the car. So you guys will be able to see video of that. We actually went hunting along the way as well. We stopped at, well, the car was in St. Thomas, Ontario, a little under 2 hours away from here. And we stopped at St. Thomas Walmart. I've had luck there in the past, believe it or not, because I used to know a girl that lived there. Yeah, St. Thomas, nice little town actually. And then we went through Woodstock on the way back. It was a nice drive. The car was awesome as usual. No, nothing uneventful anyway, guys. But yeah, I had to tell you guys. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling on, if I'm tired. I'm tired, you guys know, but I had to come visit with you guys. I'm just going to get caught up on the comments here. And then I will let you guys enjoy your night. Okay, just go. Okay, let's go up here. Sorry, guys, I'm not on my phone for this, so I just got to crane over to see. This isn't. Okay, hold on. Oh, we got lots of comments. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm going to catch caught up. And Nate, never be sorry you're late. Never be sorry. This is, you come here for your enjoyment and stuff like that. You never be sorry. Yeah, it's funny, Luigi. I'm going to show you guys in the video. It's supposed to be a little bit bigger than the ramen razor, but the ramen is a little bit bigger than that. So it makes you wonder who got the scale right. Is it ramen that got the scale right or them? I think ramen because actually, you know what? I can't say that. I was going to say this is more of a toy grade, so they might not have been as worried about the scale. But the ramen is a ramen toy, you know what I mean? So I can't say that. Interesting to know who's more correct though, but I'm going to show you guys real close side by side, Luigi, and you'll be able to see. They're pretty close though, but yeah, this one should be noticeably bigger than the ramen. Does anybody know how to unlock the rear wheel? Oh, I saw that for your happy birthday, General Lee, and I'm going to be looking into that for you as well. I'm going to look around. I've never heard of that happening, but I'm going to look into it for you as well. That's disappointing. If it's true, would I buy everything, Nate? If I could afford it, I would. And something like that, you know what? I might even hit up my older brother. Because the way I would think about it, so if he sold me this for 125, okay, his prices are probably going to be decent across the board. And then on top of it, if you bought a bulk amount off him, you would probably even get more money knocked off. So yeah, if he had a bunch of good stuff, and if it was worth it, I would try to work it out. Yeah. And my brother said if I ever came across something like that, and if I needed his help, he would help me. It's just not something I'll do unless it's, you know. Sorry guys, just reading the comments. Oh, you know what, Nate? I'll send you pics in a few minutes after we get off here, because I do have pics. I don't know if I sent it to you yet. Oh yeah, buddy, these are crazy, Eddie. Like I said, when people ask me for these, I tell them to expect to pay $250 and up, and that's for one with a decent shaped box that has everything that works. This one's pristine. I would actually put it over $250. Like I've never seen one with a box this nice. And it just happened that I got it, and it's the cheapest I've ever seen. That's happened a couple times. The nicest and cheapest. But yeah, I will send you pics, Nate. What if it was a factory error? I'm trying to think of what you're meaning. Factory error for which? Oh, the battery pack. It might be, Nate. It might be a factory error, actually. You never know. Because they had the charger, and the charger was all wrapped up and had never been used, and it was taped to the back of the styrofoam. So it's weird. And the tape on the sides wasn't like, you know yourself, Nate. You could tell if it's been, you know what I mean? And it wasn't. So yeah, that might just be they forgot to put it in at the factory. But thank God it's costing me $12 for and I'm getting a more modern, efficient battery that'll last longer. So that's good. So it's kind of a win for that. Oh, Melissa Walker, nice. You know, it's funny you say that, Melissa, because I was in the similar position about a year or so ago. I had, and it was mint. I had the 1 of 18 scale RC car, but mine didn't have the battery pack and mine didn't have the controller. I bought it for $40 because it was mint. I thought I could probably find a controller, get it to work somehow. But no, I ended up selling it to somebody else for what I paid for it. Because a lot of times finding controllers and stuff for that kind of stuff, if people have them, they know you need them, they want a friggin' fortune. Oh, we have names that I haven't heard of. Jason Thornton. Hey, my friend. Thank you for commenting and coming. I have one of these. Got it when it came out. 2005. Wow, that's awesome. It's went up in value since you've had it, buddy. That's awesome. That's how you want to get stuff when it's at the retail level. So you've had it for all these years and now it's appreciated. That's exactly how you want to do it. I think they will, but they will most likely leave off all the decals. Oh yeah, somebody's asking if okay, so for movie cars, guys, I don't think any major name is going to get involved with the General Lee yet. I hate to say it. I wish Tomy would, the way they're doing the Knight Rider car, but there is no way. I hate to say it, but none of them have the balls. Like Norev had balls to do that, and they didn't get any backlash from what I see. I think they were the first one that actually opened up the floodgates with the 1 of 43 scale. Them and Ramen Toys, actually. But I don't think any major people, unfortunately. Somebody asked me if I thought Hot Wheels would. I was like, hell no. Hot Wheels will never. Well, maybe after we're all dead, they might get involved when the whole flag debacle's forgotten about. Hey, Neil, check out some YouTube videos on this big General Lee RC modified. Oh, wow. A jumping one, I will. And no problem, I knew you did. You just forgot the end. Oh, you picked up another General Lee with the buttons. Oh, that Dale, it's funny. I told them about that earlier in the live. That's from this line. Those are fetching money too, Dale, actually, if you can get them. For $4. You can clean up the batteries, Dale. Actually, I cleaned up the batteries on Glenn's Diamond Select DeLorean. It had leaked batteries. I did a video and got it going. So yeah, hopefully. Oh, did you get it going too? Oh, you did. And now it's powered by a phone charger. That sounds killer, actually. That's a better idea than the batteries. But yeah, I had, if you guys remember, I had a 1 of 18 scale version of this, but it didn't have the battery pack or the remote control. I bought it for dirt cheap. It was mint condition. The reason I bought it is I don't think I had my General Lee at the time, which is this. And it looks exactly like the Ertl one, except for the black plastic windows. So I thought I could display that till I get a General Lee. And then as soon as I got that, I ended up closing on this, I think. So I sold the RC General Lee to somebody else. I was going to take that. My friend at work builds RC cars. And I was going to see if he could gut that General Lee and just do all hobby grade to it. And he said it would be hard because of the way they set it up. I thought he could just gut it and put all like hobby grade electronics and stuff. And he said it's not made like that. He said toy grade ones are just not made to do that. I was like, I know, but it would have been fun. Okay, so guys, I'm going to let you guys go enjoy your evening. I didn't do a full hour tonight because I'm exhausted. Thank you guys for coming. I cannot believe we were up to 18 at one point. And this was after I said I was going to I had canceled live this weekend, short notice. Thank you guys for coming. But you guys know I'm like a kid. I cannot not share this with you guys. I feel like when one of us wins, all of us wins, right? And don't forget when you're on Marketplace, if you have time, do the misspellings, the weird titles. Dukes of Hazzard metal car, Dukes of Hazzard, you know what I mean? Like, do weird entries because stuff shows up. It's proven. It's been proven for me multiple times. And my friend who is fairly new to this, it just worked for him. Totally, like I said, if that Hazzard had one more Z, this wouldn't be sitting here right now. It's the only reason it's sitting here is because of a misspelling. And I feel actually bad for the seller because they reduced the price because nobody was buying it. They had it for $150, a pristine, up for $150. Nobody's buying it, and the guy thinks he's charging too much. Kind of felt bad about that. But yeah, I didn't do that. You know what I mean? It's because it was misspelled, but I felt bad because yeah, that should have been sold at $150 immediately. Amazing. Oh, I'm tired. I've already showed you, but on the back of it, it's funny, on the back of it, see, this one here looks kind of like a lowrider. On the back of the box, you could see the picture of the 1 of 18 scale RC. Tell me that's not the American Muscle General Lee with black windows, guys. Like, it's identical. Identical. So yeah, when I seen somebody selling it for $40, I grabbed it for a display piece for a while, and yeah, now it's in someone else's collection. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming. And like I said, don't sleep on Marketplace and Kijiji and Craigslist. These deals are still coming. They're always going to be there, guys. They're always going to be coming. We just have to find them. And sometimes it takes sifting through garbage. Unfortunately, hunting's not always finding. That's the crappy thing. And you guys see, I don't always find everything. In fact, it's been a while since I found a deal of the week. I've been through a dry spell. So if you go through a dry spell, don't feel bad. We all do it, okay? Keep plugging away at it. The dry spell will go away. And eventually, the algorithm, when you go in the marketplace, it learns what you're looking for, and then you're getting deals of the week popping up without even looking. So keep putting the work in, guys. It pays off. Thank you guys for coming out tonight on such short notice to check out our score, the 1 of 10 scale Malibu Toys General Lee for $125 from Facebook Marketplace. And it's a really good coincidence because it's not only the cheapest one I've ever seen, but it's the best condition one I've ever seen. And that's the best combo. Cheapest and best condition is the best combo. Look at that plastic, guys. I just can't get over that. It's like it's new old stock. Somebody actually wasn't bullshitting on Marketplace, eh? But thanks for coming, guys. You guys are the reason I do this. That we're sitting here doing this. I have a ball doing this. My brain is mush right now, and I'm doing this because I'm having fun. I enjoy the interaction with you guys. And when I got that car, I could not wait to share it with you all. So thanks for coming, guys, and take care. And you'll see a video in the next couple days, either of going to get this or I've got the white Maisto charger that's raked. I dug that out, so we're going to do that too soon. So we got videos coming, guys. So have a safe weekend, and we will chat soon. Thank you for coming, people.